What's up, y'all? What's going on? It's Chynablack 007, aka I am Shannon E. And it's Transformation Tuesday. Okay. I want you guys to share, like, and subscribe this live. I really want you guys on today to share this live. If you don't do nothing else, if you don't like it, you don't subscribe to my YouTube page and all of the things like that to hear the full clip of it, just share this live. Okay, I do think that this is a message for someone today, and I do think that they will be able to do something different with their mindset, body, soul, spirit, whatever, all the things. I do think that they will be able to retain this message and move forward with it and do some things. I just want to get into often when we are transforming, right? When we are transforming, whatever that may look like or anything of the sort, we are either transitioning or we are elevating. Okay, when we think of transformation, especially when we think of Transformation Tuesday, when we think of transformation in ourselves as humans, we are often thinking of transitioning, elevation, okay? And when we think of transitioning, a lot of people think of death, right? But then when we think of the other meaning to transforming, we think of elevation, which is full of life, okay? Both are true, all right? So although we think of transitioning as death, it doesn't have to be death as in you're no longer here anymore, okay? But your transition in transforming can be death on earth, okay? Just like you have life on earth, you can have death on earth. All right? I want you guys to pay attention to how important transformation is. All right? It's like neck and neck with communication. Communication is the purpose and the substance to elevate us as humans and to be understood. And transformation is the embodiment of the action that we're supposed to take, the actual doing of what we already know to do, right? So it's just as important. If you are not transforming, you are subject to transition, in my opinion. You're more subject to transition than to elevation. If you are not intentionally transforming, whatever that may look like, remember, mind, body, soul, whatever it may look like. If you have more words to add on to that, you can add it on. But if you're not transforming, you are subject to transitioning. You are not always subject to elevating. Okay, hear me out, and I'm going to tell you why. Elevation requires a lot of intention. Elevation requires a lot of transformative intention. Okay, you can pray, you can ask, you can know God and all of the things like that, but if you are praising and have faith and you have no work to supply that, you will not elevate. Okay, however, transitioning is the allowing of everything around you to have some type of purpose and substance in your life and to have some type of control, because you're not taking the control. Okay, you're not being of purpose on purpose. So I want you guys to understand, in saying all it is, how important it is to transform, to be intentional about transforming your mind, your body, your soul, the way you go about things, the way you think, the way you know your life to go. It's okay to want to change. It's okay to be intentional about change. It's okay to say, I am a different person. I am not the same person. Okay? It is okay to behave in a different light. It is okay to be of light. It's easy for people to stay in the dark, right? But even being in the dark, after a while, you'll be able to see. Okay? You get used to being in the dark to the point where you'll start to begin to see light. Okay? Because that's just the way it goes. So, transformation has everything to do with being intentional about the way you go about life. Okay? And anything that you want to be transformed, whatever it may be that you want to be transformed, you will have to be intentional about the transformation. There is no getting around that. Okay? A lot of the times we are on this journey or on this walk or wherever it may be, and we're not being intentional about our transformation. Okay? We're just transitioning. And I already told you guys what transitioning comes with. We are just transitioning. A lot of people don't understand that, because a lot of people, when they think of transition, they just think of death. Like, you're going to be on earth one day and then you're going to die the next day, like that, and you transition. No, you can transition right here while you're on earth, and you're transitioning in relation with people, places, and things. And this is why certain things are not working, because all you're doing is transitioning. You're not transforming. You're literally going from one thing to the next by the law of allowance. So, transformation is all about intention. It's all about elevation. It's all about seeking the knowledge that puts us in a place to be better, do better, see better. It's all about loving yourself. Okay? It really and truly is. Because when you do love yourself, like when you genuinely and truly love yourself, like you're just not going to just allow anything to go. Like, you're not just going to allow your mind, your body, and your soul to be like just doing anything, just doing stuff, you know? So, I want you guys to share this live on this Tuesday, and I want you guys to have the day that you deserve on purpose and intentionally. Okay, intentionally. All right, let's elevate. I'll see you guys at the top.